All right, what we got? We got Rocket League is dead, so I'm quitting from speech. So I had no idea that Rocket League was dead, if that is the case. Um, this is kind of news to me, but let me just see what he has to say.
2016 when I discovered Rocket League, and 7,000 hours, 1.3 million views later,
Damn.
I am done.
Bro, 7,000 hours? Damn. That is absolutely crazy.
I now find myself with no motivation to make videos about a game that I believe is only going in one direction. So here are the reasons why I am leaving this game behind.
Games only going in one direction. If I would use FPS as an example, from what I know, and just history, a lot of FPSs have historically shown that the gameplay gets easier in order to appeal to a more casual audience. You know, a lot of the times FPSs, in order to be kind of relevant, they have to have some sort of competitive scene in some way, shape, or form. And it's like the top 1% need the 99%, and the 99% need the top 1%. They cannot exist by themselves. They just simply cannot. If a FPS game is only casual, then no one's gonna take the game seriously. If an FPS game is only competitive and it's like a high skill and whatnot, that pushes out a large majority of people from actually picking up the game. Just look at Quake as an example. So I'm not too sure where the trend is for Rocket League. My assumption for Rocket League was that it was easy to learn, hard to master. You know, there was a good amount of like DLC, or not DLC, but like microtransactions, so that's fine. It's very family friendly. It's just race car soccer. There's like a decent amount of like little whatever casual modes. I thought the competitive scene was like pretty healthy. You got plenty of like 1v1 rank, 2v2, threes, and then you have a bunch of little like side casual modes for funsies, whatever. But let me see, these are the reasons that I'm quitting. Content. So the content sucks, I take it. The content creators suck. The gameplay sucks. Voice chat sucks. Epic's demographics. RLCS, Rocket League Championship Series, I take it. There's something going on, and I'm old. Oh man, that's the kicker right there.
Since Epic came in, no actual good content has been added to this game, and some content has even been taken away.
Rip
the game
trading
is actually so dead and devoid of good content that, ironically, most channels' best performing videos
Rizzo gives his honest take on current state of Rocket League
are the videos where they complain about Rocket League dying, and the second best performing videos after all of these years are still somehow these: one SSL versus 3 Grand Champions, one Pro versus
Supersonic Legend. This is like I am very extremely casual. I think I have like maybe like 100 or 200 hours in Rocket League. That's it. That's like nothing. But Supersonic Champion or Supersonic Legend, is it, versus 3 Grand Champs. This is like a tippy top 1%er versus like maybe a top 2 or 3% like thing. One pro player versus 7 Grand Champs. Who will win? Again, this is like a professional competitive player, like the top 0.1% versus like, I don't know where Grand Champions stand in like the bell curve of skill. Not too sure, but I have seen these types of videos before in Rocket League when I was playing it. And I mean, for me, like a casual player, I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. One person can take on like a bunch of people. That was pretty cool. But if this is the only type of content that is being churned out, well then I get it.
7 Grand Champions. 2 pros versus 64 champs.
Huh.
96 Grand Champs versus 2 SSLs.
What the fuck?
Every champ I could find versus 1 pro. But like, there's nothing to make. I'm not blaming the people who make these same videos over and over again. The game has lost content since 2021. So how is the YouTube content meant to improve? And speaking of content creators, I'm probably about to piss a lot of people off.
Okay.
But I don't care because someone has to say it. If you look at some of the content that is being uploaded by YouTubers, it's obvious that they're equally as tired of this game as I am.
What was this picture? Speech and others. Tired of Rocket League. Okay.
As tired of this game as I am. Lethamir tried.
How old is Rocket League? Like, since its release. Let me see. Rocket League release date. Oh, I mean, it's not that old. Well, it's like, was it like 9 years old? In terms of a video game? It's getting up there, but it's not like World of Warcraft, where World of Warcraft is damn near old enough to like vote.
His little fucking heart out to create new content and inspire the developers with new game modes. He is now making Noodle League, and 2 days later.
Noodle League? What the fuck? This is Noodle League, a pasta with wheels versus a meatball.
And 2 days later, he makes a video saying Rocket League is in desperate need of new content. You don't say. Musty evidently doesn't care about the game at this point. Pixel, I don't know if anybody even remembers this guy, but he's still making crate opening videos. Thanovich just straight up said I'm bored and left. Jazer barely uploads now. Sunless puts 10 times more effort into his history channel than his Rocket League channel.
Alexander's army consists of 47,000 well-trained, experienced infantry and cavalry units.
Waiton, he's actually quite good. I would recommend Waiton to anybody. Twitch content, I'm sorry, but Rocket League gameplay is naturally so boring to watch. Like, nobody would choose to watch this game. There's some good streamers, don't get me wrong, but compared to other games,
Valorant, Fortnite, oh come on, dude. Like, you're gonna put EA Sports FC, you're gonna put FIFA, you put soccer in there as a good game to watch. Come on now, that is a lie. I mean, Minecraft is nostalgic. Fortnite, it's a BR FPS. And it's nostalgic, and it's got all the like characters from your favorite thing. Valorant, you might as well put CS in there as like a also. Save this thing. I mean, I would probably agree with you, but like, if you were to show someone that's never seen Rocket League, I think it could like capture them for a little bit, because it's Rocket League is like one of the few video games that is easy to understand from like if you've never seen the game before. It is literally a ball sport. Where should you pay attention? Wherever the ball is at. Oh, look at the 3 little race cars. How are they gonna get up there? Well, they just go around, collect boost, and like just do some flips, and like they thrust up there, and all the professional people are like pretty good at controlling the car in midair, and they can control the ball and get a goal, and it's pretty easy to like just pay attention to.
Rocket League Twitch content is embarrassing, and the numbers clearly show this. And TikTok content.
NRG need to mew immediately. They've got the Riz in their favor. K-Dot tries to edge. Panda Skibbity toilets.
I don't like it.
What? That is. There's no way that was real commentary.
And then there's me. In 2021, I would scroll through Rocket League content and see it was all too similar, whatever channel you would look at. So I decided to see if I could fix this problem, and in a sense, I succeeded. I made stuff that nobody had really seen before, but in another sense, I clearly failed. So 3 years later, I now realize why the biggest channels all put out the same content.
Why Rocket League content is so mid. Like, how many people are playing Rocket League like right now? Like, let me see. Steam charts Rocket League. Wham. Oh shit. Oh, look at all that red. That's a lot of red. It's like a decent amount of green too. But that's still like, it's like less and less green. It's like more red, more red, more red. It's just slowly going down, and you can see it like right here. One year. All time. I mean, you know, it goes up a little bit. There's like some spikes with each season, and something happened here. I mean, I'm not entirely. Oh, COVID is 2020. And then it hung on for a little bit, but it kept on going down, and 50, 40, 30. Shit, this is news to me. Damn. I didn't know Rocket League was this dead. I mean, 26K, like, that ain't nothing, but it ain't anything, like, it ain't something either. God dang. That's crazy. I thought people loved playing Rocket League. Huh.
There's nothing else to make, and it's the only thing that works. I'll keep it short. I can only play the same 5-minute game over and over and over again for so long. I will solo queue a few games a couple of nights a week, and without fail, my games will go like this.
Yo, Speech, you are dog shit. And severely... Dink, my fault. Yep.
Black people.
What? I didn't say the N-word. In 2019, Epic came in, and at first nothing really changed that much. But recently they've made changes that tell me who their target audience is. Fortnite players.
Oh, wow. That's not a good sign. That's... Okay, so I'm getting the vibe of... Yeah, they're just targeting... Like, they don't care about, like, the core player base anymore. Is what is the vibe I'm kind of getting. They're not really adding new content, and if they do, it's the only thing that is going to be like anything is aimed at is the new young crowd. So it kind of seems that the Rocket League is, or at least competitive video games in general, and I think this is a fault of all video game developers in the that think they have like a competitive scene under wraps. So one reason that stick and ball sports is so successful is that nobody owns soccer. Nobody owns baseball. Nobody owns basketball. Nobody owns the sport. Now, what you see on TV is a tournament league that televises the sport, much the same that, you know, a developer can create their own tournament league, but not only do they own the game, they will also own the tournament league. So, it's, I don't know, it's just a shitty situation. It's like the developers of any competitive game will think that they know best for their game, but when the general sense and vibe and trend of every competitive video game is just down, then it seems to me that there's an issue of like some core beliefs of the video game developer. Because, you know, as a competitive the longer a competitive video game stays out, there will be just certain outliers of people that their skill level will just get exponentially greater than that of the general player base. And that's kind of true of real sports too. But unlike real sports, video games have casual people, you know, competing against, you know, the high level people. You know, there is like a rank ladder or whatever. And if you, like, let's say, for example, you play basketball and you want to get good at basketball, your prime time to play basketball is middle school, high school, college. and then potentially getting drafted into the NBA if you're lucky. Same thing with football, middle school, high school, college if you're good, and then maybe some D1, D2 stuff, or I don't actually know how it goes, but like there's some of that stuff in there, and then potentially getting into the NFL. In real life, with sports, you are constantly going up against people that are of similar skill level to you. You know, as long as like you're with like doing the whole thing in school and whatnot. Yeah, there's a couple outliers that, you know, like go outside of school and it's like, oh, they're like, look at this best free agent, blah blah blah. But video games, they just don't go by that. They just do their own thing. They just throw a massive amount of people into this bowl of competitive soup, and using whatever matchmaking system, and that's a whole nother conversation, and hopefully the best of the best arise out of it. And then this happens over and over with every competitive video game. You know, let's say like 1 year out from like when the game gets released, there's going to be like some people that are like really good, and then the longer the time goes on, it's more nerfs, make more things more easy, make things more balanced, take away things that were just fun, make it boring, make it bland. And I've just seen that with a lot of competitive video games. You know, some can withstand it, you know, something like Counter-Strike or Valorant. You know, the core audience of those games, it's like they want balance. You know, they don't really want like overpowered shit. But whereas, I don't know, like in Fortnite, there's been like a decent amount of patches and seasons and chapters. I don't know how Fortnite goes, but like where just random shit, like a new major update will come out, and it's just like, look at this big ass robot. It takes out like 5 players in one shot, and it'll be on the ranked ladder of that, you know, of that Fortnite season or whatever. And it just throws all competitive integrity out the window for the sake of the casuals and fun, understandably. But I don't know, it's just like developers have no idea how to like keep their core player base of any competitive video game for like longer than like a couple years. That's just the general trend I've seen.
They lowered the RCS age limit. They've brought out DLCs that I'd rather be caught dead than using.
Look at this, look at this.
And they're integrating Rocket League into Fortnite more and more. Can we get a racing game mode? No. Can we get a racing game mode? No. What about now? Nope. Please can we get a racing game mode? No. Okay, we know you've been asking for a while now, so happy to announce your very own racing game mode. But I get it. Epic knows that kids and Fortnite makes them money. I'm simply not part of the right demographic that Epic wants playing their games anymore. The voice chat feature took so long to actually fix that ended up just being a culture of not using it on this game. That and we're all just antisocial degenerates. It kind of blends in with the idea of a lack of good content as well. Like, you look around on other games and viral voice chat moments have been key to like so many games' popularity.
I'm hitting my DMT cart right now. Oh my god!
And Rocket League just misses out on that. I play other games where voice chat is normal, and suddenly it's 2 AM and I'm chasing a drunk Polish guy with a bomb in my hands.
The whole voice chat, no voice chat thing. There's been like different versions of voice chat being good and voice chat being bad. Versus, I mean, like look at like the current iteration of voice chat within Overwatch. Everything is being recorded, whether you want to or not. If you say the wrong thing in voice chat, they have a literal AI bot just always listening. And if you say the wrong thing, you could get like banned or timed out for whatever amount. Or if you have voice chat and you don't have like the AI bot listening in, you simply have a quality assurance team or a public safety, whatever, quality assurance team or something like that. You actually have people like moderating games that have voice chats in them, whereas if you add like moderators and shit to Rocket League, that means you have to pay them more. So the games that have voice chat are probably very successful. That's why they can afford to have like voice chat moderators and have voice chat in there. Whereas like I guess a struggling game like Rocket League probably can't afford it, I would imagine.
I gave me.
Come here, little shit.
Yeah, good leg, mate.
And it's fucking hilarious. I simply have more fun playing other games at this point. I'll keep this one short because I think I'm probably in the minority here, but I can't really explain this, but it's just lost its soul. It was so much more fun to watch when pros didn't have these perfect mechanics for every ball they went for. But the main thing is I have...
Oh, the pros are too good. So little minimum mistakes are made. It's just boring looking. This kind of seems like the trend of like certain sports. Like I was watching like some videos, and it's like the trend with basketball is that a lot of players are just so damn good at shooting threes that it's so boring watching 5 guys like mush to one side of the court, the guy getting like clearly way behind the 3, going for it and it going in. And then, okay, pass the ball to the other team, the whole thing mushes to the other side of the court. The one guy gets like way behind the 3, and he shoots goes for the 3, and it goes in. And that's the trend. That is super efficient, constantly going for threes for the team, and that has a lot of competitive integrity. But from an audience standpoint, it's not fun to watch. Much the same way with baseball. The trend with baseball is that you have pitchers constantly striving to not only have a more bulletproof arm, first of all, but also being able to throw the ball fast as fuck. So much so that I think there was like a quote some coach said, like, speed wins games. And by speed, he meant the pitcher throwing constant, like, 95 plus mile an hour fastballs. And that's been like the trend apparently for like modern day baseball, is like pitchers just throw so much harder. Well, not so much harder, but like the average like mile per hour of like pitches being thrown is just simply going up. And it's harder to like hit the really fast balls just coming at you all the time. And from a competitive standpoint, I mean, that's fine. You got to be good to play baseball on that level, but from an audience standpoint, it's not too fun to watch. So I would imagine the same concept would hold true for Rocket League.
Officially reached UNC status when it comes to Rocket League. I'm 24, and sometimes it's just time to move on. I'd rather stop making Rocket League content while I can than grow to become someone whose life and income depends on a game that they don't have a passion for anymore. If you're only here for the Rocket League content, then feel free to unsubscribe. There's no hard feelings at all, I get it. But if you want to see what I'm doing next, then stay tuned. I am not done on my little YouTube journey. All I have to say is just like a final thank you to everybody I've met in the Rocket League community that has supported me along the way.
Oh. Well, that was a nice little video. I had no idea Rocket League was dying. And it's just like the competitive scene is just way too good. It's like it's probably more fun to watch Rocket League than to actually play it and to try to get good at it, I would imagine. But yeah, that was very informative, short, sweet, to the point, and I dig it now, man. 100% for sure. But whatever you do next, I mean, great. I support it. Whatever you do, man. But yeah, I had no idea. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, later.